Hello grade 2s, welcome to our first writing video, and I hope you finished off your helping hands about monkeys last week. And today we're going to move to a new animal, and I just want to remind you of a few things that we would normally go over in the classroom. I'm just going to adjust here. Is that we're on unit 4, so we are talking about true facts about an animal. And there's going to be lots. So in your package, you should have a sheet called chickens. And there is a lot of information. So we're talking about how can we take a whole bunch of information and we're just going to pick 5 details, 5 facts that we think either are interesting or that we think are important to share. Okay? And we're going to find out what is our topic about chickens, because there's a lot of things we could talk about, things that they do, how they look, how they act. We could talk about all of those things. So we want to find out what is the topic specifically about chickens in this one. And then if you can see down below here is that we are going to do our topic and we're going to create our keyword outline today. Okay? But what we're going to do first is we are going to take our chickens, and as I read it, I want you to, I'm going to read it through once, then we're going to go back through and we're going to pick our 5. Do you remember how we're going to put a check? So make sure you have a pencil that you're going to do a check, but first we'll read through it, so then you can think of which do you think are important or interesting. Okay? So many farmers raise chickens. They come in many sizes, from 1 pound to more than 11 pounds. They are often raised for their meat and eggs. Like other birds, chickens have feathers. They are known for the bright red comb on the top of their head and the red watlets that hang below their beak. They also have red or white earlobes that hang on the side of their head. When chickens are forced to defend themselves, they use their beaks and claws on their feet. They also use their claws to dig for insects and worms. Chickens have wings and feathers like other birds, but cannot fly very far. They can fly just far enough to get away from danger or roost in the rafters of a barn. Chickens are raised all over the world. So what do you think our topic is? What are we learning about chickens? What are these facts? They're true facts about chickens. The topic is how they are on a farm, right? So it says many farmers raise chickens. So it's talking about chickens that are on a farm. Okay, so that's our topic, chickens on a farm. Okay, so let's go through and I'm going to read it again and you put a check beside it if you would like that as your interesting fact. Okay, so the first one is our topic. Many farmers raise chickens. Next one, they come in many sizes from 1 pound to more than 11 pounds. So if that's the one that you want, you're going to put a check at the second sentence. Okay? Now we're going to the next one. They are often raised for their meat and eggs. I think I'm going to put a check beside that one. You don't have to do mine, but I am going to put a check. And I'm just going to put this up so that you can see it. Okay. So I'm just going to put it up so that you can see it here. So I've put a check mark beside. They are raised, okay, for their meat and eggs. Next one. Like other birds, chickens have feathers. They are known for their bright red comb on top of their head and the red watlets that hang below their beak. I think I'm going to say that. I think that's fun, that they have a bright red comb on the top of their head. Okay, so I'm going to put that, a check over the red comb. They also have red or white earlobes that hang on the side of their head. When chickens are forced to defend themselves, they use their beaks and claws on their feet. I'm going to put that they use their beaks and claws to protect them. They also use their claws to dig for insects and worms. Ooh, I like that one. Chickens have wings and feathers like other birds, but they cannot fly very far. They can fly just far enough to get away from danger or roost in the rafters of a barn. I'm going to say how they roost. Okay? And the last one is our clincher. Chickens are raised all over the world. So I have 5 checks. I want you to make sure that you have 5. If you have more than 5, you'll have to erase 1. If you don't have 5, you're going to pick 1 more. Okay, so if you can see my page here, if you want to press pause on this and select the ones that I have, you can. Okay. So you want to put a check beside the facts that you think are most interesting or important. Now we're going to get to our keyword outline, which will be in your package, and it will have chickens at the top. So here's your keyword outline, and I'm going to do a big one right here. Okay, and remember we're going to do an I, a Roman numeral 1, to tell us what our topic is. And do you remember what we said this topic was? Right, we said that chickens being on farms, living on farms. So I'm going to do, with a different color here, I'm going to do chickens live, and I'm going to do farm. So 3 keywords. Okay, each line can only have 3 keywords, so pick your keywords. I did chickens, live, farm. Now I'm going to go down and do numbers 1 to 5 to list my facts that I thought were most interesting or important. Okay? So if you pick different ones than me, then you'll need to pick your keywords. Okay, so you're going to pick the keywords. The one that I picked is I said they're often raised for meat and eggs. So what do you think the 3 keywords would be? They are often raised for their meat and eggs. I'm going to pick raised, meat, eggs. So you write each word, comma, and then do the next one. So if you picked a different one than me, read your sentence and pick the 3 key words. Remember that you'll remember then how to put that in a sentence. Raised, meat, eggs. Okay. The next one that I picked is I said they are known for their bright red comb on the top of their head. So what do you think my keywords would be? They are known for their bright red comb on the top of their head. I'm going to say red comb head. Red comb head. You can always press pause if you want to be copying this down. If you want to do your own, that's okay too. Make sure they're keywords, not of, the, or a, right? The important words. And we've already said chickens, so we won't want to say chickens again because we know we're talking about chickens. Okay? The next one that I said is that I said when chickens are forced to defend themselves, they use their beaks and the claws on their feet. So what do we think our key words are? When chickens are forced to defend themselves, they use their beaks and the claws on their feet. I'm going to pick defend, beaks, and claws. Those are the 3 keywords that I'm going to use to then make a sentence about how they defend themselves with their beaks and the claws on their feet. They also use their claws to dig for insects and worms. What do you think we should do? I think I could draw a worm. So maybe I do claws, dig, insects, and then I could draw a worm and it doesn't count as a word. So claws, dig, insects, and then I'm going to draw a worm. Okay. And my last one that I put is that they can fly, they can fly to roost in the rafters of a barn. Okay, so I'm going to pick my keywords there. Fly, roost, and barn. Okay, so The first was my topic, chickens live farm, and then the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which you have to write on your keyword outline page, is the 3 keywords and or symbols or pictures or numbers to tell me your facts about chickens. And then the last thing that you're going to write is you're going to write clincher, and you remember is our clincher sums up, it finishes our paragraph about chickens. And we have to repeat or reflect words from our topic sentence. So for